is called Someone is Watching Me. Posted 18 days ago. Alright, let's get into it. Opie starts off by saying, "So, I have never posted on this sub, though I have other stories are buried deep until recently, but this is happening in the present. I have had people stalk and follow me before, and because of that, my true crime addiction, I've become supremely paranoid and a solid curtain twitcher." Not that. Hold on, sorry, I'm trying to fix the view on this. I, 31 female, reside in an upstairs room that was my first room to myself as a child. I had to leave a bad situation and therefore ended up back at my childhood home. For reference, when our house was built, we were told that the field to our left, with horses and a barn at the time, would one day soon be a development. It was the 2000s when we were told that, and it wasn't until 2022 that roads started being formed and foundations laid. I'd already had someone follow me home before when I was young, which apparently Opie said they posted about, but they don't know how to link, like, in the post. But I was in a different bedroom next door. My parents put in a free library that's right below my window, and nighttime security lights that are very bright and turn on when you're within like 20, what is that, feet? What is a little apostrophe? Inches. That's a double apostrophe. I don't know what that is. I'm not American. I don't know what, okay. Up the side of my head. I gotta look it up now. What does that mean? What is the little 20? And then it's like single apostrophe. It's feet. It's a foot. It's a foot. It's a foot. Okay, see, I wouldn't have known that within like 20 feet of the side of my house. My room is on. Oh, the side of the house. The room is on. I'll admit, having an open field next to me so long made me accustomed to not closing the curtains when I change, because there's never anyone to watch. Now there is. For the past 2 weeks, the quote burglar lights next to the free library have been going off late at night. No. Because my one side of the curtain is open so I can use my vape. That's the only reason I notice it at all. I didn't think too much at first. We lock all the doors and windows every night, and I'm on the second floor. I also always looked out to see if it was a car, someone walking their dog, or a deer, only to see nothing. To add, they put in a shit ton of streetlights around the area, so visibility is great. But it keeps happening. Oh, it just kept happening. So last night I did my usual. I saw the lights come out of my peripherals. Why does that feel so weird to say? Anyways, I acted natural, giving full view out of the window. I was going to bed. It was about 3 a.m. Turning the TV off, closing the window and curtains, turning the light out. Then I ducked down, peering through the curtains to the sidewalk below. I honestly thought I was going to pass out when after a few minutes, maybe 5, someone comes out from the side of my house, all silhouette, dressed in black. They kept their back to me until the light turned off, but I swear I could see them standing there, looking up like they could see me. another update. So, sit tight. This is a juicy story, alright? Small update. I did tell my parents, and at first they brushed me off, claiming I'd had a couple of drinks, and it was late, so I probably just saw someone checking out the library. I'm gonna keep my mouth closed for that. Okay. Then I had another conversation about it with just my dad, who said that there had been reports the last couple of weeks of car break-ins, and since my car is parked on my side of the street right outside my window, maybe they were trying to break into it. Opie says, I pointed out that if he was trying to get into my car, why was he pressed up against the house where he wasn't visible from my window, and why did he at no point go towards my car? I think I freaked him out enough that we were going to potentially get a camera for that area. Given all the development happening around us, I think it's smart, even without this incident. Thank you all for your advice and replies. I'll update you again if anything happens. Okay. 1, OP, I'm gonna need your mother to step it up with the frick. Okay. 2, at least Dad, at least was willing to talk about it and wasn't brushing you off too much. But that is scary. I hate, window stories, any story on Reddit, on the Let's Not Meet subreddit or Creepies Encounter subreddit, any stories with window in it. I looked out my windowsill, anything of that nature, it makes it, for me, 10 times creepier. I don't know why. Okay, update number 2, I guess. That was posted 8 days ago. This is getting a good amount of traction, by the way, on this subreddit. So if you want to look at it, now's the time. All of these stories will be linked in the description box down below. Alright, update. Opie starts off by saying, so I posted the first part a few days ago and now have an unfortunate update. There hasn't been any activity since the night after I originally posted. I was on a phone call the very next night with a friend when I noticed someone standing outside completely shrouded in darkness. I proceeded to talk loudly about how some creep was watching me and they better watch out. Stupid, yes, but it seemed to work because all was quiet after that. Or so I thought. Tonight was one of my oldest friends' last night in town, so I was out till about 9:30 p.m. Drove 2 friends home and then myself. Since it was so early, I wasn't that worried, but still alert. I drove up the side of the street he hit on last time, even though it was out of my way, and saw nothing out of the ordinary. Okay, keep that in mind, Joel. Nothing out of the ordinary just yet. I noticed one of the new houses that's being built had its lights on, which I didn't think too much of in the moment. Fast forward an hour, and I started hearing weird, loud banging across the way. I know it's risky, but I'm not letting some asshole dictate my comfort. And I also been watching for activities /pretending, so I can maybe catch them. So I've kept my window open, as usual. OP, what the You're brave for that. Okay. Or stupid. Which one? I don't know, but we'll find out. Hence why it was dumb to, razz him the other night by talking about someone watching me, but I digress. What does that mean, to razz? I'm gonna look this up. Am I old? Or am I just not with the Reddit lingo? Okay, to tease someone playfully. Am I old? What the fuck? I've never heard that. Okay, anyways. It was coming from my house. I genuinely freaked out, like knives out status, but much more cowardly, cowering on my bedroom floor with my ear pressed to the door and knife in hand. It was a strange, hollow sound that didn't seem like the front door. It wasn't. I once again called 911, describing what's happening and thinking they're probably going to write it off because I sounded crazy. I still feel in shock because this only just happened. Thankfully, the kind dude on the line definitely took me seriously and said someone would be on their way. For the record, the police department is like a 3-minute drive from my house. Period. I ended up tiptoeing downstairs to see, and once again felt my heart stop. Why would you go downstairs? I could never. I mean, it depends, but I went to the front window, ducked down, and there wasn't anyone at the front. Then the banging starts again, and I can tell how close it is. I go to the side window that overlooks the garage, and that's when I saw him, dressed in black, hood pulled over his face, banging wildly on the garage door with a fucking crowbar. Oh, is that what we're doing now? In the year 2024. Okay. Opie says, I honestly don't know why he wasn't using the crowbar to break in. Opie, don't give him ideas. What the heck? But I'm super glad he didn't, as the door inside the garage that leads into the house is always left unlocked. What have I told you guys? What have I told you guys? Lock your damn doors. I don't care. That is another barrier, okay? If they can get into the garage, at least there's another door that they have to fucking get through that's locked, okay? That gives you time. Oh god. To say I panicked is a vast understatement. I nearly pissed myself, which I think is understandable. Honestly, yeah. I'm just standing there peeking out my window watching this guy wail on my garage door with a crowbar, thinking how fucking unhinged he must be and how much I want the cops to get there now, when, just like before, he runs off. I quite literally just got done giving a report to the cops that showed up. My family was woken up and had to talk to them as well, as they are the homeowners, and now they're both so freaked out that my dad just ordered 4 exterior cameras to monitor the house. I don't think it's over yet. This man has some reason he's targeting my house. Possibly me, since he started out by watching outside my window. So to this man, you'd better hope we never meet. I have a crowbar too. Oh my god. First comment, which is the first best comment. Yikes. Time to start locking the door from the garage to the house. Keep us updated. See, why are people not locking their fucking doors? Oh lord. Oh my lord. Well, I'm pretty sure that's the last update. It's been 8 days. I can check to see if they have posted anything else. And the last story is titled Never That Safe, from the Let's Not Meet subreddit, posted 2 years ago. Opie starts off by saying, okay, this happened in 2016 when I was a 17-year-old first-year college student in film school. I'm now 22 female. Name is Julia. I lived alone in my first ever apartment. It was really small, but I was really proud of my independence. I never felt unsafe in this apartment for several reasons. There were multiple gates in the residence that needed to be opened through a code only the people who lived there knew. My door had 3 different locks, and it was right next to the university, so most people who lived in the neighborhood were college students. Nothing bad had ever happened in the neighborhood before. I've always been careful with locking the door when I leave my home. I always check twice. I have slight OCD. So this one time, I leave to go to class and lock my door, but for some reason, I couldn't get the key out of the lock. It was completely stuck, so I went to get the caretaker of the building to help me, but he wasn't there, and I was getting late, and it was getting late for class, so I went to class with the keys still in the lock. I took off the keychain first, so it's not too noticeable. When I got home, the caretaker was back, so he came to help me, and we couldn't get it out for 15 minutes, until somehow he did. He told me the lock was damaged, but that I didn't necessarily need to change it if I only locked it once instead of twice. I just said, okay, and that was the end of it. I really wasn't worried because of how safe I felt in this building. Flash forward to 2 months later. I was taking out the trash one night around 11 p.m. While on the phone with my sister, I remember telling her that I was taking out the trash, then that I would take a shower afterwards before heading to a party. As I previously said, I always lock the door, even just to take out the trash. Because of my lock being damaged, I only locked it once. When I got back to my apartment, I found the door unlocked, which immediately alarmed me. So I went into the apartment and locked the door immediately with 3 different types of locks. When you walk into my apartment, which is just 250 square feet, you have the main room in the front of you and the bathroom door immediately to your left. I left the bathroom door slightly open, enough so I could see a man in the shower turning his back to me. Naturally, when I saw this, I tried to open the door and leave as fast as possible, except my main lock was damaged from 2 months earlier, and I couldn't open it no matter how hard I tried. In this moment, all I could think of was the fact that I had to leave as fast as possible. I jumped out the window without really thinking. I figured it was the only solution, except I lived on the 2nd floor, so I completely smashed my ankles in the landing. Oh, Lord. I started running in whichever way I could, and when I got a little bit further from the building, I looked back, and a man was there at my window, watching me run away. No, I rebuke. I thought of 2 possible outcomes. Either the man was going to jump and chase me, except I wouldn't get far with my twisted ankles, or he would get scared out of the height and be locked in my apartment. Thankfully, he picked option 2. I went to hide in a bush a little further and called the police, who arrived just 10 minutes because I live close to the station. They pushed open my door, and the man was just there sitting on my couch, holding a kitchen knife, waiting for me to come back, like he didn't think I would call the police. They arrested the guy and later told me he had a arrested for SAR word, attempted kidnapping and attempted murder. Why is he on the streets? Why is he on the streets? Why is he on the streets? What are we doing? 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 They also told me how everything had happened. Like I said, it was a very friendly neighborhood with mostly college students. So he got inside the building by other people holding the door for him. Oh my god, never do that. Never do that, babes. He then heard me telling my sister I was going to take a shower, which is why he was waiting in the bathroom mirror for me. He what my lock while I was taking out the trash. He, I think, broke the lock. Yeah, well, he was taking out the trash. He apparently noticed me on school campus and followed me to my house several times before succeeding to actually come in. He stayed inside waiting for me because I had recently changed my phone. What? Wait. He stayed inside waiting for me because I had recently changed my phone and the previous one was still on the table, so he thought I didn't have a phone with me to call the police. I didn't live there anymore, but after that, to get into the building, we all need identification proving we lived there. Building IDs were created and we had to scan them every time. And it was the only way to go inside the building. Nothing bad happened in the neighborhood after that. It's back to being very peaceful and friendly. When this happened, 2016, why do I feel like that was really poor security for 2016? Like, I don't know, but I feel like there should have been building IDs before that created, so that you scan, the card to get in, because what the fuck? Someone in the comments said, I wonder if the lock was damaged from a previous break-in attempt by the intruder. And Opie said, okay, wow, I had not thought of that. Oh, Lord. That is so scary. The way he had it all planned out and premeditated in a way. Like, what the fuck? Like, no. Okay, well, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy this type of content. Wow, just absolutely crazy. All of these stories will be linked in the description box down below. Also in my description box is a link to donate to PayPal to me specifically, to help fund the channel, get new equipment and stuff. Also, I do have a throne in my description box as